That's about to be Twitter, folks.
Hi everybody, how's everybody doing? Having fun so far? It's gonna be fantastic. This is my first furry convention. I feel like I've slipped down the rabbit hole. I really have. You guys are just amazing. I am in awe. I am in awe of your fantastic costumes. Now I'm looking at him. Now I'm gonna look at him doing the signing, and he's gonna be signing about himself. See, it's the cycle of life. So my name is Lee Tokar, and I'm really happy to be here. Thank you so much for having me. Thank you, Uncle Kage, and thank you to all the volunteers and staff and everybody making me feel so special. Okay, just a brief, I guess, nobody really knows who I am probably, but for those of you that want to know, I've been in over probably 6,000 episodes of animation, dozens of movies. George of the Jungle, Dr. Frog in the League of Super Evil, Ripster, the Street Sharks.
Oh my God, he was Dr. Frog?
Hacks. I know that Uncle Kage, you like Hacks from Extreme Dinos way back in the day, back when most of you were not even born. And anyway, I'm not going to take up too much more of your time because we've got the illustrious Jim Cummings, who's one of my, I've been watching his career, and he's one of the reasons that I wanted to get into it as well. So he is probably the reason most of you are here, probably, aside from being we're here for each other. Thank you very much for having me again. Please come and say hello to myself and Jim. We're going to be doing autograph signings and coming and say hello and take pictures with us and come and tweet with us. And follow me on Twitter at Lee Tokar, and thank you for having me. And this is going to be awesome.
Thank you for those very, very kind and spontaneous and unrehearsed words, Lee. Your agreed upon sum is seen to. $5. By the way, in order to keep poor Mr. Tokar from getting writer's cramp, along with Mr. Cummings, everyone in your registration bag got a little autograph voucher. Do not lose these. It is good for one autograph and or photo with our luminary guests. There's one for Lee and there's one for Mr. Cummings. The agreement is, if you do not have a voucher, they may still sign an autograph, but they are at liberty to ask you for whatever they want. They might ask you for payment, they may ask you to take a lap, they may ask you to drop and give them 50. It's entirely up to them.
One lasagna wrap.
And we already began a fine introduction. I couldn't say it better myself. I'd like to ask legendary voice actor Mr. Jim Cummings, would you please step up here and meet our friends?
Meanwhile, vote for me. Yes, hello. You'll feel the difference. Now available in suppository form. Fantastic. Hi, everybody. You're probably wondering why Lee and I called you here. I know I am. But good news, I'm a furry too. If I were naked, you'd swear there was the cutest badger in the world up here. But I'm not. But I will be later for your personal enjoyment, and we'll have to make a separate appointment for that. But anyway, I'm just glad to be here. Thank you very much. I mean, gosh, everybody I know is furry. Bonkers, Winnie the Pooh, Tigger, and just keep on bouncing, you know what I'm saying? Don't be ridiculous. And please, every last one of you, stay as sweet as honey forever. I would really appreciate that if you would do it for me. Oh yes, and happy Independence Day. I'm feeling rather independent. How about you, Sam?
That's a yes. Have a seat, join us.
Al Capa Squad. Hi, nice place you have here.
I also want to introduce a gentleman who has become not only part of our staff, part of our community, he's become indispensable to me. There's a gentleman standing stage left that's on your right. That is Vic from Sign Language Interpreter Professionals. This is the most handsome man in all of Pittsburgh. Look at this face. Just look at this face. Is this a face? Look at that face. I promised him I wouldn't do that. I'm really sorry, Nick. I know what he's saying. He's saying Okage's a big jackass, right? Yeah, it was the same things.
Make him say that he's not wearing underwear. Truth in advertising.
Maybe we should move along. As we know, every year, Anthrocon invites a local Pittsburgh area animal-related charity to be the recipient of our charity auction proceeds, as well as the proceeds from the charity shows that are lined up, and various fursuits running around with buckets extorting money out of you. This year we are extremely pleased to invite a Pittsburgh treasure, the National Aviary, located right here downtown. I'd like to invite some of their folk to come out and introduce themselves to this August gathering.
Hi everyone, my name is Des Wienen. I'm with the National Aviary here in Pittsburgh, and we are incredibly humbled and so excited to participate this weekend. I'd like to introduce Dave Miller, who is the manager of our avian encounters at the National Aviary.
Hey, how's everybody doing today? Well, welcome back to Pittsburgh, and for those of you that haven't been here before, welcome. We're very excited to have you here, and very thankful that you've chosen us this year as your beneficiary. But I have some special guests today that are going to be joining me. You see, when I said I was coming to the convention, they had to show up. They pestered me, so here they are. We have Disco, Diana, Tribby, and Caden. They're African penguins, and they're critically endangered. Let's see, here comes Disco. They have a little bit of stage fright. Now, Diana's making her way out. She loves a camera, so of course she's going to go right over there and hog the camera. Seems like we have a few more maybe on their way out on stage. I think they got a little held up. Here they are. Now, what's really important to know is that there once, 5 years ago, were 60,000 of these birds in the wild. Today, there's 20,000. Part of the National Aviary's mission is conservation. We're leaders in avian training, conservation, medical care, and husbandry. Now, with these beautiful birds to work with, how can you not be inspired? We hope that you support our mission, inspiring the respect for nature through the appreciation of birds. We're a short walk across the bridge over on the north side. And I think they're ready to go home.
They want a piece of big there, don't they?
Now, the other thing I want to let you know is that we're going to have birds at our booth all weekend long, so make sure you stop by and get a special encounter of the bird kind. Let's give our African penguins a nice big round of applause. Thank you on behalf of the National Aviary. Have a great conference. We'll see you later.
Aww, don't get the big response.
Penguins are a very, very tough act to follow. There's only one man in the world I know who's up to that challenge. A lot of you by now have gotten to know a man who is become almost as much a part of Anthrocon as the Lawrence Convention Center in the city of Pittsburgh itself. I would like to invite up just for 2 minutes or so Mr. Joe Waz, director of the Toonseum, up the road.
Thank you very much. 2014 marks a very important occasion. It is the 100th anniversary of the first animated cartoon character, Gertie the dinosaur. In celebration of that anniversary, the Toonseum has created a special award called the Gertie Award for Excellence in Character. It is for an organization or person who exhibits great character, both in design and virtue, for all Anthrocon has done for the city of Pittsburgh, for bringing us tremendous character, for all you've done for the charitable organizations, and for the love you have given Pittsburgh. The Toonseum is proud to present to you the first 2014 recipient for exhibiting great character, the Gertie Award. Thank you all. Thank you for all you've done. I hope to see you all at the Tunes Museum. Thank you, everybody.
There was something else that I was given. It was delivered in this black case, handcuffed to the wrist of one of the members of Visit Pittsburgh. We couldn't find the key. The lady is now called Lefty. But this black case, which looks extremely expensive, I think I'm going to keep it, contained this folder. And this folder, as I opened it, reads, "Whereas Anthrocon is the world's largest gathering of people who are fascinated by anthropomorphics, which are human-like animal characters, and whereas Anthrocon began in 1997, has been held in Pittsburgh since 2006, whereas attendees will be raising money for the National Aviary, as well as enjoying workshops and seminars in acting, costume building, animation, art, and design, whereas Anthrocon's organizers and attendees are remarkably loyal to our city, and each year Pittsburghers look forward to their arrival. Now therefore be it resolved that I, William Peduto, Mayor of the City of Pittsburgh, do hereby declare July 5th, 2014 Anthrocon Day here in our most livable city of Pittsburgh." There's also an extremely large sum of money. Except that also procure doesn't have to look over it. A few quick reminders. Once again, our honored guests will be periodically down in the dealer's room. Do not forget your autograph vouchers. Again, I have no control over what you'll be asked to do if you do not have your autograph voucher. Also, please, do not be offended if we need to keep the line moving because, well, these gentlemen are going to be signing, 4,000 autographs this weekend, and we're going to do our best not to give them carpal tunnel, which actually, this is a new rule, came about after poor Sarjuan last year actually did get carpal tunnel. So we're so terribly sorry. It got better. It wasn't carpal. His wrist just hurt for a while. We wish Sarjuan could be here this year. He was unable to make it, and we're crossing our fingers for upcoming years. The charity table is down in the dealer's room as well, and that is where you can bid on items for the charity auction. You can see the birds down there. You can make donations to the charity. And if you want to see to the Ranting Griffin and myself acting like idiots on stage, we're going to be doing that Sunday from 3:30 to 5 for a modest donation. Those tickets are available for a modest donation. To sweeten the pot, Tu and I are going to be joined by the eminent Fox Moore on stage giving us musical accompaniment. Has anyone up here anything to add before I throw open the doors? Yes, Katie.
Just had a couple of programming notes really quickly. One of our returning guests of honor, the creator of Kaze Ghost Warrior, is doing a retrospective along with the introduction of a new project that's going to be happening today here in the DLCC at room 319 through 321. It's going to happen at 3 o'clock. So you can join Amadia. Some folks know Amadia as Albie. That she will be in that room. Also, Alec Torfenser is going to be debuting some information on a project that she is working on today as well. Fox Moore is going to be doing the global preview, or the global debut, of the Come Find Me album. That is the album that he recorded at Abbey Road Studios earlier this year. He chose Anthrocon for the world premiere of that. And also, Sam, we're going to be getting this over to the charity auction. There is, the wonderful Fizz Otter has donated some oversized fursuiter tags. This is one of the two. One says macro and the other one says fursuiter number 10,000. Those are going to be available in the charity auction, so if you want one really big, you can do that. Fursuit tags will be available immediately following closing ceremonies at the info desk. So when we're done, yeah, people can run over there. Opening ceremonies. Yes, opening ceremonies. If you want to go to closing ceremonies, you can do it there too. But it'll be immediately available after we leave here, so you can run over there. You have to have your fursuit and your badge to be able to get one.
Perhaps it is wishful thinking. I'm going to make a very, very small note. We're not here to debate the pluses or minuses. Both the Westin and the Convention Center asked those of you who enjoy electronic cigarettes kindly to do so outside. I did not ask why, I simply took them at their word. Last night, when the smoke alarm went off, we found out why. Apparently, the Westin's smoke detectors are particulate sensors. So if you do wish to enjoy a wonderful drag of an electronic cigarette, kindly do so outside. We hate to put you out there, but it's a beautiful weather out there. The city of Pittsburgh is magnificent. Enjoy the sunshine. Or if it's nighttime, enjoy the darkness. Yes, the moonshine. Yes, well, moonlight. Yes, in moonshine. Yeah, you can do that too. Again, we have many amazing folk here. I happen to notice down in the audience, much to my surprise, Alexander James Adams is down there. Yep, he is going to be. I hope you're going to be doing some music for us. I hope to do. Yeah, you're going to be. Yeah, when? I need the water. We don't know. We'll ask the programming director.
Lots of time.
You'll have lots of opportunity. All right. Yes, grab mine.
Just as a brief note, for folks who are new here, our security is the Dorsai regulars. They have been with us for a number of years. You will note them in red t-shirts and or jackets. If you have any issues, please speak with them. Anthrocon is proud to consider ourselves a harassment-free environment. If you feel at all unsafe, unthreatened, no, Kage will make sure you are not feeling unthreatened, but if anyone else threatens you, or you have any issue, please speak with a member of staff or a member of security. We will take care of it.
We will take care of it. Every year, the Allegheny River gets just a little less deep. All right. By the way, if you are interested in looking at the items for the charity auction, especially if you want to go to the charity voice auction, you know that every year some of the local hotels offer up a few things, like a 4-night stay in their hotel. This year, the Courtyard by Marriott has jumped on board. They're offering a 4-night stay next year, fully room and tax paid. So anybody who enjoys the beautiful and quiet Courtyard by Marriott may wish to look into that. Anything else?
Can I just say one last thing? Just because I'm so excited to be here, and this is a whole new experience for me. I know that I saw Jim backstage tweeting, and I'm a big tweeter as well. So just so I can have this for my own personal archive, maybe you could say hello to Jim's, and he can record you saying that in a bit while he's getting set up. I'm going to say, can you guys just say, "Hi, Lee"? 1, 2, 3.
Hi, Lee.
That's gonna go on. That's gonna be all over the internet.
Yes.
So now maybe we could have you saying the same thing to Mr. Cummings here. So as soon as he's ready, let us know when you're ready.
I think I'm ready.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. Hi, Jim. 1, 2, 3.
Hi, Jim.
Thanks again for having us, everybody.
Once again, I want to thank our friends from SLIP, the Sign Language Interpreting Professionals, especially Mick over here, who is an outstanding man. Look how handsome I am. Look at these biceps. Have you ever seen biceps like this? Look at these biceps. Watch me flex these biceps. Look at this. Oh, man. He's going to kill me, but I love him. Anything else, my colleagues up here? If not, then I officially proclaim Anthrocon 2014 to be open. Go have fun.